Hello and welcome back to the Tribal Council area for Can You Survive Hunter's Moon. We are moments away from New Talos attending their first Tribal Council as a swap tribe. In the background here, we can see the players that have been voted out of this game and are at the hunting grounds. We've got...
You don't give us no love.
What do you think I'm doing now? I realized I was messing up and I'm trying to rectify right now. So we have Brad. This is not gonna, we're gonna go left to right here. No? Okay. See? I'm gonna go this way. No, Joelle, Fraser, Brian, Amanda, Andres, and Brad. They all get to hang out with us at Tribal Council, watch on silently to see what's going on, and I know y'all want to know what's going on too, so let's go ahead and bring in our players.
Come on into Tribal Council.
All right, and here they come, the members of the New Talos tribe attending Tribal Council as a group for the first time. It is Fern, Cam, Brianna, Alex, Jazzy, Taylor, and Melissa. Everyone getting settled in, almost falling off of a stool maybe.
Yeah, these are
Are they funny or is the ground funny?
maybe a little bit of both.
Who's to say?
Talos, welcome to Tribal Council, where one more of you will be voted out and heading over to the hunting grounds. Let's start with last night and the swap. This is your new swapped Talos tribe. Taylor, you were a captain and actually had this team picked for you from Bergen. How do you feel about the team that he picked for you?
Well, I did not want to be captain, and I got that #1 title twice. So even on the redraw, like before, Jesus said, "Here's the wheel."
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. But honestly, like these are all great. We've had a really great time bonding last night. I think Bergen did himself a disservice because all these people showcased different like strengths and different skill sets that you need in these like challenges that we've seen. And we showcased that with the first win. And and it honestly it speaks to everyone here because everyone here is really, really strong in what they do. So I got very lucky. And I like to say, like, I'm just a cheerleader instead of a captain because I didn't really pick them. So I'm cheering for them.
So let's talk about the team that you did pick. What was your mindset going in and saying, okay, how do I pick teams for Bergen's tribe or pick people for Bergen's tribe and make sure that I still have a good amount of people that I know I'm working with and I know are strong and can move me forward in the game?
I mean, would you believe me if I like completely had an out-of-body experience and just blacked out? Totally. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because I was still like reeling from having to do it. Honestly, I tried to just pick and then I bounced off of him. He picked red. Then I was like, all right, here's a green. I don't, and just to kind of balance it out whenever he. Oh, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Every time he like scratched my back, I scratched his, and then I don't know. I was also trying to think of just dynamics too. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Cam, talking about the hunting party twist. Right now on your tribe, there are 3 people who are in a hunting party together. That is Taylor, Alex, and Jazzy. What does that say to you in this vote and in future votes that potentially future advantages could be coming in the game if these hunting parties stick together?
I don't know. I mean, my philosophy on this is like Survivor's a game about people. Like, I'm not going to let a twist override how I'm feeling about these people or like change. It's definitely a piece of information you need to keep in mind. But at the end of the day, like I was more worried about making new social bonds with people I hadn't met and kind of figuring out how this new group is going to work together than I was kind of doing that math and figuring that sort of thing out. I mean, it's interesting. Like, you become a threat when you have all 3. You become a threat when you have just one. maybe 2's the way to go. I don't know. It's tough.
Let's talk to someone who has all three. Alex, do you feel like being in a hunting party right now that is fully intact? Do you feel kind of like you're being looked at, or your hunting party is definitely being looked at?
I don't know if it's specifically the Hunter's Pack. I think there's a couple of reasons why I might be looked at. I'm the lone green, OG green. And I guess that trio does bring the conversation. So I do think a combination of things could look at me being someone to take out as like a peace offering or something like that. But I'm hoping that I put my trust in the right people. I do want to find a home, and like I'm trying to find my home here because I think that I'm a little bit more alone than people, even more alone than you think, because I wasn't even kind of considered on the other side. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at, and I'm hoping that I put my trust in the people that trust me.
And it is a very interesting tribe dynamic. There are 3 original Talos, 3 original Cutler, and you, the lone standing Machias. Are you being pulled off to a side by the OG tribes and saying, "Hey, let's form a group here, vote out one of these 3," or vice versa? Is that also a possibility?
I think all possibilities are happening. Like I did notice myself being alone a lot of the time, and I also have been pulled in different directions. So I think it's a combination, right? Because I don't know these people as much as they know each other, and so there's going to be more conversations where they're alone by themselves, and then conversations where I'm being joined in. And so for me, it's just I think I'm trying to trust my gut and my instincts and just trust who I trust. And I told the people that I trust them, and I hope they can trust me. So that's where I'm going with, and I hope that that's what the plan is.
Yeah. You mentioned the word alone, and I'm going to stay with the hunting party. You are the only member left, Brianna, of your hunting party. How do you feel looking over and seeing both Brad and Brian voted out?
Yeah, I mean, I love working with Brad and Brian the first day. We had so much fun together. They're both like really smart, awesome people. So it's sad to see them leave the game because they're 2 people that I just love being with. And yeah, I don't know. It is that thing where it's like, is there a target on my back? Is there not? Not really sure. It adds a twist, and I just realized like I can't control it. It's an element outside of my control. And so I got to control what I can control, do what I can do, and not worry about the rest. So that's what I'm doing.
Speaking of twists, Jazzy, the new Can You Survive fundraising twist this year is that nobody knows who has it, and we only find out right before the torch is snuffed. How has that affected the way you've thought about voting now and also in the future? How many contingency plans are there in place where just in case the person you want to go now isn't going to go, and you have to make a second choice?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of contingency plans every time that we voted from the beginning. It's getting even more like leveled as we go because there's idols that are in play and more idols and more things that could have happened. So an idol, someone has raised the most money, and it might be somebody that you don't even plan on going home, and it could be you. So that's super scary. I know for me, I feel worried. I think that with the unknown, we probably all feel worried. I do feel like a target a little bit at this point because obviously tribe strength wise, I look like an obvious target from the outside when it comes to physical challenges. I think I have been able to prove my worth in challenges in many ways, but I am worried for that factor. But what I have pitched is I'm a great person to take to merge because I'm not going to be the biggest threat when it comes to individual immunity challenges.
Melissa, Jazzy brought up advantages, idols. Are those being talked about as well, openly, about people who might have them or things that might be out in the open?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're the topic of discussion right at the moment because there's so many moving pieces right now, but they're definitely being considered. So yes, they are being talked about. I don't really know how else to answer that.
Does anybody else have anything left they'd like to say before we start the voting? Anything I might have missed or anything you'd like to say to your fellow tribe mates? All right. With that, it is time to vote. Taylor, we'll start with you.
All right, so let's go ahead and head away from the tribal council area now. We'll go have our usual little chat of tea time behind the barn. And we'll just get the camera switched on over to me. some point. There we go. But in the meantime, y'all can take in this gorgeous view. Look at our site. Look at these pretty trees. Amazing. All right. Hello. And welcome back to Tea Time. I regret to inform you that while every other round has been like super, super crazy and so much is going on, unfortunately, this round is not that way because it's even crazier. Certifiably the most insane round of the game, and that is absolutely saying something. Oh my god, I cannot handle this. So we're gonna go fast and furious through all of this. I'm gonna talk quickly, strap in, because this is what we have to get through. Oh my god. All right, so let's do the breakdown. We've got new Talos, the lone green Machias member of Alex, original red Cutler of Brianna, Cam, and Taylor, original cream Talos of Melissa, Jazzy, and Fern. And while those are under consideration, there is a mess. 4 of these 7 are targets. Kind of, another target is happening. It's a mess. So let's go back to what we know. Let's remember that Brianna and Taylor have been super tight since the beginning on Cutler. They did the Beware advantage together, but did not vote each other out. So they appear to be staying strong. Also, Brianna and Cam seem to be staying strong because remember, Cam gave Brianna the heads up about a possible idol and then found it together. And Brianna actually feels super strong about Cam, feels like if she asked Cam to play the idol for her, that he would definitely do that. So that is a huge amount of trust to put in someone, and it sounds like potentially that would be reciprocated. Brianna has set in her sights Melissa. Melissa apparently has been talking to everyone else on the tribe a lot more directly or a lot more intentionally. And then Brianna feels like she's kind of getting, the surface level with Melissa. And Brianna is of the opinion that Melissa is just like this complete puppeteer, is running everything from kind of the shadows, and is a huge, huge threat. And funnily enough, Cam and Jazzy feel the same way about Melissa, and so they have kind of linked up for now. They have not met in this game, but they did go, I believe, to a final 3 in a different game together, and so they know of each other, and they were like, wow, we're huge threats, and so is Melissa, so we need to either figure out, do we cut her, do we take her out, or do we form a chopping block alliance of all big threats and have Cam, Jazzy, and Melissa work together in the future as a chopping block alliance. So that's been considered. However, Jazzy, who has been super tight with Melissa, has been with her the whole time and been voting together with her, has also linked up with Taylor, and Taylor, Melissa, and Jazzy are like, hey, maybe let's target Fern because Fern has an idol, and they don't love that. And Jazzy is particularly pissed because Jazzy and Fern were on OG Talos, but Fern did not tell Jazzy about the idol that Fern had. And Jazzy had to find out about it from Melissa, who told her. So they are currently trying to make Fern feel super comfortable to not play their idol. And if so, they are hoping to target Fern. Moving over to Fern. Fern thinks that it might be Alex. So Fern thinks that it might be Alex. Of course, Alex being the lone Machias makes him either an important swing vote or the odd one out. And so Fern is targeting Alex because, like, hey, that might be an easy way to just get rid of someone, and doesn't want to get rid of Brianna because they would feel bad about eliminating an entire hunting party because Brianna is the only B3 left. Let's see. And, okay, on the other side of things, Cam, again, has an idol from a previous challenge,
told his whole previous Cutler tribe about it, and was like, this is going to be ours for us. We can see Cam is kind of like this Mr. Congeniality player right now. He is telling everyone like, oh, like, I just want to like have us be together. Like, I'm just so grateful to be here for the experience. Fun fact, Cam is normally our main host of Can You Survive? And he wanted to go ahead and play in the fall for a new experience. So he is our host extraordinaire that is normally here. And so a lot of people know him from that. And he's kind of just like, happy to be here, like, let's Mr. Congeniality, but he is playing this game. Cam knows that Fern is one of the targets, but went over to them and said, hey, like, the vote is Alex, but if it changes, like, let me know as we're walking into tribal council. Meanwhile, Cam knows Fern is one of the targets, and Cam also now knows, as per Jazzy, that Cam is actually one of the backup names being told to Fern. Cam is trusting it, that hopefully that isn't the actual plan, but now Fern either thinks it's Alex or Cam, not sure which way they will vote, not sure if they will use an idol. Let's see. Sorry, there's a couple more things we've got to get through before we head back. I have stuff upside down. Oh, speaking of Alex, let's see. So Alex is being told that the vote is Brianna. Brianna's like paranoid because she knows that she is the backup vote for Alex, and then Alex actually approached Brianna and told her, "Hey, you're the other name. Fern wants you gone." So possibly Brianna. I know Brianna's paranoid about that. What if Brianna asks Cam to play the idol in a moment of panic? I have no idea. And yeah, let's see. I think there's only one other thing I have to tell y'all right now. Sorry, I have written sideways, backwards, and every which way. Let's see. Heading up to Taylor. Taylor is worried if Fern plays an idol, Alex will go, and then there'll be a 3-3 split with Cutler and Talos, and is also worried about her potential social threat. And let's wrap it up with Alex, who I think has described not only this round, but this game as a whole perfectly. Alex is saying that this is a game of uncomfortability and not knowing where he stands. I think we as viewers, despite getting all this tea every round, also don't know where Alex stands. Alan has the votes. So as soon as we get over there, we will find out what's going to happen. Let's just turn this stream around so we can see all of our fabulous players. And here.
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Alex. Second vote, Brianna. That's one vote Alex, one vote Brianna. Third vote, Alex. That's 2 vote Alex, 1 vote Brianna. Fern. Fern. That's 2 votes Fern, 2 votes Brianna, 2 votes Alex. Fern. That's 3 votes Fern, 1 vote Brianna, 2 votes Alex. Last vote, Fern. That is enough. Please bring me your torch. I love you all. Oh, you didn't say that. I'll be back.
Hey, We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah. So Fern, Now comes the time in the game where we find out if you raised the most money on your original starting tribe, and you did not. I am so sorry. The tribe has spoken. Please make your way to the hunting ground.
All right, and with that, Fern, we are still live. You're going to come on with me. The viewers want to catch up with you. So we are just going to head on over to this bench. Feel free to settle in. And we'll give everyone a few moments to file away. We'll give you a few moments to yourself.
Okay.
And then this will be your time to share anything on your mind, anything you're thinking about with the viewers. So we'll just have everyone file away. Everyone's moseying.
I should have known. I went out with a fucking idol in my pocket. Sorry, I went out with an idol in my pocket. It was so dumb of me. Oh, that's okay. I'll get back in.
I like the spirit. All right, sorry about the delay. We're just going to wait for everyone to go far enough away so that you can share. Can we have hunting ground exit more quickly, please? Thank you. Just enjoy a little swing in the shade while we hang out here. All right. All right, Fern, this is your time. Anything you want to say?
I should have known. I was too comfortable. I really trusted the people around me, and that was a mistake. But it's not personal, just the game. I was gonna probably get voted out eventually, and I still have a chance to get back in. I'm just really bummed that I went out with an idol in my pocket. That was so dumb of me. I knew they all knew. Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
All right. I imagine you learned many lessons so far, and
Yes.
your time out here made it deep into the game, into day 3. I'd love to know maybe something you learned about yourself out here in your time so far.
To shut my mouth. Shut my mouth. Stop telling everyone your secrets.
Amazing.
That's what I learned.
All right. Sorry. The wind
that's
is
okay.
the wind is strong. We want to hear you, so I'm gonna do this to kind of block some wind so we can hear you.
Yeah, I need to. I was talking too much. I was lying too much.
Ooh,
I need to
okay.
not tell, and I need to not talk so much.
All right. Well, a lot of game played, a lot of moments to be proud of.
Yes.
And your time out here, I'd love to hear maybe something that you're most proud of about yourself.
I really crushed the puzzle in the Amazing Race. We were really behind, way behind, and I made up so much time. I got there way later, and I finished before 2 other groups. So, I'm really proud of that. I also am just I also just have been handling this really well and keeping up with this and it's not been hard to do, so I'm really proud of myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And maybe one very favorite or fun moment out here that you've experienced.
I don't know. All the moments have been pretty great. Honestly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the best.
I love sharing my sleep
glowing
night
review.
with Miko. That was great. We got so much warmer. That was nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So before I have you head off to the hunting grounds, you are playing for a very worthy cause. So it is your chance to shout them out and let the viewers know who you're playing for.
Yes, I am playing for the Pride Center of Vermont, and they're the Pride Center of Vermont. They have resources, community representation, XYZ for the 2S LGBTQ plus community in Vermont, and they've provided me with a lot of comfort and resources, and I just want to give back.
Amazing. Well, Fern, thank you so much. We will see you a little later, and in the meantime, I will send you on your way with your handler, Ale.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, friends. As you can see, players are still at the challenge field. I do believe we might be starting another challenge here very shortly. Let's just check in with our timekeeper, Nina. Hey, Nina. When are we thinking for this next challenge? ASAP?
ASAP.
Fabulous. We will see you back here in less than 5 minutes for the next Tribal Immunity Challenge. So see you guys on the challenge field so soon. thank you for hanging with me in that madness.